Good morning, everybody. Romans 12:12 starts out by saying, be joyful in hope. A few days ago, USA Today ran an article that was entitled 100 Things to Do, 100 Things to Bring Joy During the Pandemic. And you can probably guess what that first one was. It was finding a package of toilet paper off the store shelf and grabbing it. Or staying in your pajamas all day, which a lot of people I'm sure have been doing, and some of you are probably doing church in your pajamas right now. Or watching old Saturday Night Live shows. And I'll admit, when David assigned me this topic, I thought it was pretty easy. Well, there are dozens upon dozens of Bible verses that talk about joy and being joyful and rejoicing. You know a lot of them. Shout with joy to the Lord. Jesus' birth was announced as being news of great joy. The Hebrew writer speaks of angels in joyful assembly. The problem, though, is that it's easy to talk about joy with joyful people, but not so much with those that aren't feeling it. See, for some of us, basically all's well. This pandemic thing is a little inconvenient. Maybe we've been affected in a minor way, but by and large, life's pretty good. No complaints. But we all know that among us there are others that for one reason or another are facing one of the worst times of their lives. So for that group, if I just sit here and I cite James chapter 1 verse 2 and say count it pure joy when you suffer trials, really not that helpful in the moment. So what says joyful in hope to both of those groups? If you'll just let me tell a story for a few minutes, it's sort of personal to me. I've been thinking about it lately, and I guess it has something to do with the fact that it was around this date in April, many years ago, now that my mother was in the Jackson Hospital near the end of her life. The disease had riddled her body and, among many other things, taken her power of speech. For many days, she couldn't form any discernible words, only sounds. She may have known what she was saying or thought she did, but it wasn't decipherable, and it was frustrating for her and frustrating for us, and to say the very least, it was a tough time. As we sat nearby, and that was all we could do was sit, and my mother lapsed in and out of consciousness out of the blue, and just in a voice just as clear as ever I had heard, she said these words, "There will be singing in heaven. There will be singing in heaven." After that, she fell into a coma. She died about 3 hours later. After that date, if you were to ask me, what's your favorite hymn? This would be the one I would say. Maybe it's one that's familiar to you. Sing the wondrous love of Jesus. Sing His mercy, His grace. In the mansions bright and blessed, He'll prepare for us a place when we all, your family, my family, get to heaven. What a day of rejoicing that will be when we all see Jesus. We'll sing, we'll shout, victory. It's that victory that wherever you are and whatever's going on in your life, that's our joyful hope. On a sad day, somehow, there was a feeling of peace. My mother knew what her next stop was going to be. There's a lot of things that I don't know. A lot of things I'm not certain about. But one thing I am 100% sure of, and that is this: that there's going to be singing in heaven. The Bible says it, and that's what my mama told me.